Work zone warning.
You see those orange signs, high alert.
We are getting a look at the progress of construction on the Midtown Express. Find out when it could be finished. Big catch.
We really appreciate Ambucks. I don't think we would have been able to have this experience without them.
See the fun new fishing event on Lake Carolyn and find out the cause behind it. Bike Bonanza.
Well, we're really committed to getting our next generation enjoying bicycles.
The city hosts Bike Fest at North Lake College, and we're checking out the attractions. Plus, a celebration with sake to welcome a new restaurant, and how Wag Walk and Roll helps animals. Now on City Source. Businesses are opening at the Water Street development on Lake Carolyn, and we are getting a look inside one of them. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. That story is coming up, but first, Irving's Parks and Recreation Department is looking at new names for a golf course currently getting renovated. The municipal course, formerly known as Twin Wells. Here's a look at several ideas the city presented during a public input meeting at Northwest Park Recreation Center. From what we heard, it sounded like people there preferred a combination, a name that would include both Campion Trail and Irving. However, most of the questions from residents attending that meeting focused on the features and upgrades underway on the course. We visited a few months back and saw some of the work in progress. When it reopens, the course will have a new layout and better drainage. Parks and Recreation Acting Director Joe Moses says one of the biggest improvements is the irrigation system. Previously, golfers noticed dry spots with big cracks in the soil.
You know, irrigation just is not going to be an issue out there anymore. And you, from playing the course before, you know irrigation was an issue. It was an issue.
Lost about a half a dozen golf balls out there in the middle of the fairway.
It will not be an issue anymore.
Crews have redesigned the entire course with the hope of attracting more golfers. The Parks Department reports construction is on schedule, and the plan is to open the improved course in December. By the way, the name of the park itself, which also includes baseball and soccer fields, will remain Twin Wells. It's only the golf course that is changing names. And here is another public input opportunity. Infrastructure projects and other city initiatives will be discussed at the next town hall meeting. It will be Thursday, May 24th at the Heritage Senior Center, starting at 6:30 p.m. Everyone is invited. Now to an update on the construction of the Midtown Express, the massive project that includes the reconstruction of State Highways 183 and 114, along with Loop 12. It is a project years in the planning that is now nearing completion. This story is part of our ongoing series, Investing in Our Future.
Gotta admit, this is really kind of cool when you look at all this.
Admiring it as an engineering feat, it can be remarkable to watch a billion-dollar construction project come together. But drivers enduring the work on the Midtown Express are not often asking about that. What's the most common question you get about all this?
When is it going to be done?
Well, great news about the Midtown Express project. It is 85% complete, and so it is scheduled to be substantially complete by fall this year. So we're very excited to be delivering this project to Irving later this year.
That's one of those things we've been talking about for over 20 years, and it's really starting to come together.
Work on State Highway 114 is already complete. On 183, crews continue working on the expansion. There will be new free lanes and new managed lanes.
See the bridge that's going over there? That'll be your managed lanes.
That's the view on the ground. And here's the elevated view from Texas Plaza over Loop 12.
So really, where we're standing right now is a great vantage point. So those are the new direct connect bridges that go between 183 and Loop 12.
And to keep that progress going, TxDOT is sharing messages about safety. Distracted drivers on cell phones or tending to other business can miss hazards and detours. However, distractions are only one concern.
Biggest mistakes drivers tend to make while going through the work zones is speeding.
Inattention, speed, and then they get too used to that routine. Going to work the very same way every day, things can happen in a work zone overnight.
More than 500 crew members are working on this project at any given time. Certainly, slowing down will help keep them safe. But they are not the only ones TxDOT is concerned about.
The most fatalities in work zones are people who are driving into the zone and their passengers. So we want to make sure they're very aware.
Drivers have the ability to control their own fate in these work zones, and we ask that they do the best they can as they drive through them.
Important messages to remember, especially since this project will last for some time. While Phase 1 is nearing completion, there's more to come.
This is a little over a $2.3 billion project. And we're looking at about $1 billion of it being completed. So we still have over half the project to be done.
The Diamond Interchange will be one focus of the next phase, and that could still be years away because the state is still working to secure funding.
And the next biggest component will be, Thomas, will be between Beltline and 360, because that area that we haven't really addressed fully.
In the meantime, Irving Mayor Rick Stouffer is pleased with the progress he is seeing so far and looks forward to the completion of this part of the project.
It'll give the residents a rest and the ability to, like I say, for the businesses to get reestablished, for the neighborhoods to get reestablished.
And drivers will have an updated, safer, and less congested highway. One way to stay updated is through the free Midtown Express app. It provides push notifications when there are any unexpected problems that may affect your commute. People who like to fish and people who like to help a good cause turned out for a tournament on Lake Carolyn. Brett Wheeler covered it for us.
It's a first-time event that is reeling in fishing fans at Lake Carolyn. The Ambucks hosted Family Fun Day and Fishing Tournament.
We've got a band, a bounce house. We're cooking. Money raised by the food goes directly to special needs children.
That's right, this catch and release tournament is about more than getting a fish on the hook.
Fish on!
It's also about giving back to special members of the community.
Irving has a chapter of Ambucks, and they do different charitable events, but one of the main events they do is make sure that people with disabilities can be more mobile. We build Amtrikes, and we build them based on the need of the individuals.
Well, this is our first one that we've had. We've used one at physical therapy before, so he knows the ropes, but we're excited to get one so that he can play outside with some other kids and have a fun time.
One individual who's ready for a ride is 11-year-old Worth Shirley.
Worth was adopted from Bulgaria in 2016. He's little bitty, but he's 11 years old. When he came home from Bulgaria, he was 9 years old and he didn't know how to do anything. He just sat in a crib all day, basically. So he's like learning to experience life for the first time.
Members with Ambucks believe that these custom-made bikes improve motor skills, strength development, and self-esteem. And if that wasn't enough, Ambucks says 97% of parents say the bikes have made a positive impact in their children's lives.
We're really excited to get him independent. That's the goal that we're always working towards, is how can we make him more independent. So having his own bike will definitely be a step in that direction.
A direction that you could easily get hooked on.
It's a warm feeling to be able to do this for these young people that just the smile and the tears that come. If you don't cry when you see it, you don't have a heart.
Brett Wheeler for City Source.
And not far from Lake Carolyn, another new attraction debuted at the Toyota Music Factory, an entertainment and dining destination owned by the city of Irving. The ribbon cutting for Kabuki restaurant featured some special entertainment. Take a look.
We are celebrating here the grand opening of the Kabuki Irving in Music Factory. The specialty of our Kabuki restaurant is we offer over the 200 menu items, from the sushi to teriyaki and the hot kitchen food. I know it's one of the places I'm going to be spending a lot of time at because my wife loves sushi. So
It's a draw, and it's going to be something exciting for the city to have.
Being able to offer more and more flavors from places around the world, it allows that culture here in Irving that is from places around the world to have a place they call home. It allows visitors a chance to experience a little bit of everything as well.
And again, that all plays into what we are, and we're a diverse city. This just helps bring that to life.
1, 2, 3. That's another tradition that we break the barrel and we can drink together.
How's that sake?
Pretty good, I can't complain, very smooth. I know it's gonna creep up on me later.
When we started searching the location in Texas, and when you just look at this space, this is perfect. And this is, entertainment, it has a theater, and it has lots of restaurant and a drinking place, and it has a convention center.
And this is a great space, you can see inside the restaurant there's room for private gatherings as well, and that's gonna lend itself to groups that wanna have breakouts. So this is a great setting for that, as well as the attendees that are coming on their own.
It's just a great opportunity for people to come out and see what's going on at the Toyota Music Factory.
I believe it's going to be very successful.
All right, and you can catch up on any of our stories from the Music Factory that you may have missed. Look for our playlist at youtube.com/thecityofirving. And coming up later, we have the ribbon cutting of another new restaurant. This one is at Water Street. Planting trees, climbing trees, riding bikes, and exploring trails, all ways to enjoy the spring season and nature at the same time. They were also among the reasons to check out a couple of city events that happened simultaneously. We made it to both of them. It's a double dose of events helping residents go green and find fun. Our first stop is Bicycle Fest at North Lake College, now in its 7th year.
And we're out here partnering with North Lake. It's a family-friendly event, basically for us to stress the importance of bike safety.
Cycling is fantastic fun. It's not only healthy, it's just a great way to get around.
The day started with a group ride, and there was more to experience.
It is awesome. I mean, it's good for the kids.
Jessica Barrera's 4-year-old daughter, Anna, just got a brand new bike.
She wanted a bike, and she wanted especially a pink and a purple one.
So this doesn't work. Let's have it down like that.
While one volunteer checks to make sure her helmet is on just right, others are checking the bikes themselves. Just about everyone knows about keeping tires inflated, but there is a lot more to check.
What you're supposed to pedal is with the ball of your foot, like right there. The main thing you look for is for loose wheels, poorly adjusted seats, handlebars are tight, make sure the brakes work.
Kids get on a bike that doesn't fit and they'll end up falling over and that sort of thing. And a lot of kids, as soon as they fall over or get injured on a bike, they don't want to get back on it. So you want them to start off on a safe bike.
Do you want to do the last pump with me?
After getting their bikes checked out, Anna and other youngsters are ready to take on this course. She's ready to go, it looks like.
Yes.
I think it's important for the kids to go through the course so that they know the markings on the road, and also teaches them bike handling skills.
From riding the roads at Bike Fest, we head to Heritage Park for the city's Arbor Day celebration. One of the big draws is the snake humorist.
From Venezuela, the Venezuelan rattlesnake. Yeah. That's the real thing.
The kids love them, and even the big kids. Somehow there's humor in snakes and reptiles, and I'm still trying to figure that one out.
He's very friendly. And you're going to hold this. Now, which of you thinks you have the dangerous end? No. Okay, Nathan, if that end begins to gurgle, please do not point it toward anyone.
After seeing the snakes, some kids are ready to try climbing trees.
Go ahead, Mama. Oh, you know what you're doing, huh?
I have to use the yellow rope to get all the way up the top.
You went pretty fast.
I like going fast.
So now you're gonna grab this one, only this one, and you're gonna pull like this.
For the Irving Parks Department, this experience gives the youngest residents some insight into the work of parks crews.
That's what we do every day. Climbing trees, removing dead limbs, broken limbs.
On this day, it's all about giving kids the chance to discover a new experience in nature.
I am impressed. It's pretty cool to see her go all the way up there like that.
The city also received special recognition. It again earned the distinction of Tree City USA.
It's an honor for how much effort the city puts in and money, their desire. This is the 9th year they've gotten a recognition. It's a big deal to anyone who loves trees.
And it's part of these two events that are part of the springtime scene in Irving, celebrating causes that residents are passionate about.
We're really committed to getting our next generation enjoying bicycles.
It's great that people are willing to learn and want to learn about how to live better with trees.
And on a related note, DART is hosting a Bike to Work challenge, and a prize is up for grabs. DART is hoping more people will discover the benefits of biking and how people can use them along with mass transit. To enter this year's challenge, snap a selfie with your bike at a DART station or bus stop. Post it on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram with the hashtag DARTBikeToWork by May 16th. A $150 gift card to Richardson Bike Mart is the prize at stake. A reminder that the city is under watering restrictions through October 31st. People living in homes with even-numbered addresses may water Tuesdays and Saturdays. For odd-numbered addresses, it's Sundays and Wednesdays. Irrigation is never allowed between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. when evaporation rates are the highest. The Irving Concert Series jams on at Whistle Stop Plaza and Heritage Crossing. April's concerts were all about the theme Vintage Vibes. This is a sample of one of those performances. In May, the theme changes to Latin rhythms. May 11th is the Latin Fire Band, described as salsa, merengue, and mambo fusion. May 18th is a Selena tribute band. All shows start at 7 p.m. at Whistle Stop Plaza in downtown Irving. If it rains, the show goes on inside the Heritage Senior Center. More details at irvingevents.org. Now to another new restaurant, and this one is at Water Street. Water Street is a retail and residential development on Lake Carolyn, and El Famoso is among the first businesses to open there. Check it out.
We're celebrating the opening of our new restaurant, which is called El Famoso. It's a fusion of Tex-Mex and California Mexican. The idea comes from the original diners that opened in Los Angeles and that part of the country in the 1930s and have pretty much all but faded away.
Well, we're really excited about Water Street and what's going on here.
This is exciting. We have been talking about Water Street for a really long time. In fact, since we first purchased the land for the convention center in 2001, we have been talking about Water Street coming.
And it's really great. It's really a unique area. The access to the water and the fountains is very relaxing.
I mean, we've got, one of the few places in the Metroplex, really, where you can actually see the water and enjoy it. There's water in a lot of places in Dallas-Fort Worth, but none of it's very accessible, and it's accessible here.
Being near the water is terrific. There's a great community here, and it seemed to be underserved.
Perfect place to sit down and relax and enjoy things. And you got a great view as you walk up the plaza of the Mustangs.
And really, it's the back door for our Omni.
This is an exciting day. It's great to be here. The community's been really warm and embracing, and we're thrilled about it.
And while work continues on Water Street, the Las Colinas APT, or People Mover, will again be closed. This time, the closure is set for May 7th through 11th. As was the case with previous closures, DART will provide free shuttle buses. Route 503 buses will meet the Orange Line trains at the Las Colinas Urban Center station and operate in a counterclockwise loop in the area every 15 minutes or so. The shuttles will run weekdays from 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. Yeah, and you saw El Famoso a minute ago. Fans of local restaurants will want to keep this in mind. 20 food vendors will offer samples for $5 or less at Taste of Irving. It is coming up on Saturday, May 19th at Cimarron Park Recreation Center. Free parking and shuttles are available at Ranch View High School. This year's event features some new additions, dance and music performances, as well as a children's fun zone. Taste of Irving runs from 12 until 6 p.m. The DFW Humane Society raised money at its annual Wag Walk and Roll event. We checked out some of the fun.
This is Wag Walk and Roll, and it's the annual walkathon for the DFW Humane Society to raise money for the shelter. It's just come and enjoy it, look at the vendors, and meet other volunteers and people that are here, and have fun. That's the main thing.
It is an amazing fundraising opportunity, and it's just a lot of fun. So I've done this the past couple of years and look forward to doing it again.
I love dogs, and I live super close to here, so I thought just something really fun to do on a Saturday.
We actually have shelter pets here that they can adopt for the day or for an hour or for 2 hours. They make a contribution to the DFW Humane Society, and they are responsible for the pet for that amount of time, and so that way they can have somebody to walk with.
I just have things for animals. They can't help themselves, so people need to look out for them. So I came down to walk a dog. This is the Boz, and he is a puppy. He was very good with the other dogs. He recognizes some of the shelter dogs, then the other dogs, especially that little doodle. He was very friendly with the doodle.
Wonderful volunteers that make this possible, and our sponsors and our supporters that come back year after year after year, and we hope everybody has a wonderful time. The main thing is just come and enjoy.
And with that, it's the perfect time to get to our Pets of the Week. Here's Brett at the Animal Care Campus.
Hello everyone, welcome to Pets of the Week. I'm Brett Wheeler, once again with Michael Whiteside with DFW Humane Society and Charlie. So Michael, tell me a little about Charlie.
This is Charlie. He is about a year old. He's a Chiweenie, which is technically a Chihuahua and a Dachshund mixed. He's a really friendly, outgoing guy. He's only about a year old. He has a ton of energy. He loves to play.
Do you think he's more of a lap dog, or do you think he's more of an active, running around type of thing?
You know what? He's actually kind of both. Because, like I said, when he's out in the yard, he'll run in circles, like just go nuts. And then when he's done, he just comes and sits next to you. And, so he's kind of just one of those dogs that kind of wants to do, some active stuff, but then he's just as content to sit next to you and just hang out for a bit.
Now, Michael, everyone needs a little sunshine in their life, and now we have Sunny. Tell me a little about Sunny.
Sunny is about 2 years old. He's a terrier mix. He's still a little nervous. He's only been in the shelter a couple of weeks, but he's really sweet.
What kind of environment does Sunny like? Does he like things that are more calm, or is he like to be running around a little bit, or does he just basically like to chill?
From what I've seen here in the time that he's been here, he's been a pretty laid-back dog. Some of that, of course, is going to be just a little bit of the stress that he has being here. It's just going to take a little time for him to trust again and get used to the people that he's with.
All right, Michael. Now we have a cool cat with a cool name. Tell me who we have behind us.
This guy hiding back here is Buglet. He is about 5 years old. He's a Siamese mix. Obviously, he's really, really handsome. He's got these gorgeous blue eyes. He's been here probably about a week and a half. He's pretty chill, pretty laid back. We know he gets along with other cats because he came in with some more. I heard a story that there were some children in here yesterday, about 4 or 5 of them, all around him petting him, and he didn't have an issue with that. If you look at him, he's pretty laid back.
You guys do a lot of great work with the animals here at the DFW Humane Society, but all that work takes a lot of effort, and takes a lot of time, a little money. If people want to donate, how would they be able to go about doing that?
Yeah, there's multiple options. Obviously, financial donations are always welcome. That can go towards Guardian Angel Fund or general care. But, item donations are great. And that's stuff like clay cat litter. Dog treats, we go through a lot of those. Dog and cat toys, we use those a lot for enrichment. And even just, blankets or towels, because we use those to line their kennels. So those are perfect things that you can donate. So, we'd love to have people come out and help volunteer. They just can register on our website. If you go to dfwhumane.com, click on volunteer, you can go through the registration process. You can also click on donate, and that'll give you all the options that you can donate.
All right, that's so fantastic, Michael. Thank you so much. Be sure to check those out. Back to you, Thomas.
All right, Brett, thanks a lot. The Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. It is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the hours are 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Also, check out the websites you see on your screen for more adoptable animals. We're back at the Toyota Music Factory next time on City Source. It's the ribbon cutting for Alamo Drafthouse Cinema. Also, the Heritage Aquatic Center is closing for renovations. We'll show you some of the improvements planned. And this is always one of my favorite stories to cover, the Penny Run to support Special Olympics. You see some of the clips from last year, and we'll have all of the new fun moments with kids and police next time. Remember, you can always email us to let us know what you think. Our address is ictn@cityofirving.org. You can also find us at youtube.com/thecityofirving. Subscribe to our channel so you can get notifications and be among the first to see our videos. Also, give us some likes while you're there. And that's it for this edition of City Source. We leave you now with more of the fun spring city events, including Bike Fest and Arbor Day. Thanks to everyone who is a part of this one, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.